Bound on Firestone, and this is just it continues on. Just kind of looking ahead, I can tell you that Firestone is pretty much as you see it, very lightly traveled, especially in that eastbound direction over past Alameda here. I can tell you it bunches up just a little bit, maybe a little bit farther ahead over at Long Beach Boulevard here, but for the most part, this is a wide open street, and it's a major street with multiple lanes of traffic here, so he might conceivably be able to kind of weave in and out and travel fast or slow, whatever you need or whatever he feels he needs to keep this thing going. Okay, southbound, right turn, southbound Alameda, guys, from Firestone, and that's kind of where we are right now, and he's kind of parallel the train tracks. The train tracks are just on his left side here, so southbound on Alameda, that's where we are at right now from Firestone, and again, this guy is just kind of taking us all for a ride here. Let's see where this ends up over the course, hopefully, of the next few minutes. Given the fact that this guy is wanted in connection with some sort of a murder that took place, you might think that his level of desperation might be pretty high, so we don't know what he is thinking about, but again, it seems like a pretty desperate situation to be in, at least in his mind, because he just is doing whatever he can to avoid, stopping and being taken into custody here. 92nd. We are 92nd Street westbound 92nd. Yeah, yes, it is going to be perhaps in the Florence area here, but South LA generally speaking here, yeah, east of the 110, west of Alameda, and again, we are on 92nd Street westbound now, and again, heading back in towards that South LA area here, guys. So, the ground units again, giving him maybe half a block's berth, and he's just turned northbound, basically out of sight of the ground units, and so the LAPD airship again overhead is able to keep tabs on this guy, and now the first unit is making that right turn and probably has eyes on this guy half a block ahead, but several units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units of the LAPD on the ground are chasing this guy and continue to do so, and will hopefully be able to take this guy into custody, hopefully sooner than later. Guys? Fir Avenue, Firestone. Yeah, whatever suits him. Whatever suits him is the short answer there. You know, the LAPD has every capability of keeping up to this guy. They can stay on his bumper if they chose to. These guys are very talented, very experienced drivers here. Their vehicles are very capable of keeping up with the Dodge Neon, I can tell you that much here. But for some reason, they are choosing to keep back a little bit here. Again, the airship is overhead, keeping tabs on him. Maybe they are giving him a wider berth considering the nature of the want. And so, maybe he's armed and dangerous, and maybe they think a sudden stoppage or a provocation might agitate him or irritate him and move us into a situation that we really don't want to be in. So, okay, guys, cross traffic. That's going to be Alameda. Alameda from Firestone, guys. Alameda from Firestone. He's going to be coming up on. He's going to get T-boned here. Okay. Woo. Okay. He's going to make it through. Yeah, sure did. My gosh, Lou, you saw that. Firestone eastbound, passing Alameda this time. Just a couple of minutes ago, we saw him turn right southbound on Alameda, made that circle around the neighborhood here. But now he continues on Firestone, and we continue eastbound on on Firestone past Alameda over towards, say, Santa Fe Avenue and Long Beach Boulevard here. He'll be coming up on a red light here. So there are 3 lanes of traffic, in fact, and he looks like he wants to make... well, let's see here. We'll know in a couple of seconds because he's coming up on it here, and he's going to be in the slow lane of traffic here, so that puts him in a position. Okay, he's going to go right through the intersection there. So right through the intersection. That was going to be Santa Fe Avenue here, and next is going to be Long Beach Boulevard here as we continue east on Firestone. We're out of South LA proper, and now... Excuse me, sorry about that. I'm just listening to the control tower talking to us here. But eastbound on Firestone, just coming up to the intersection of Long Beach Boulevard, and that's where we are right now. Let's see what he does. Looks like he might want to make a right turn southbound. Right turn southbound on Long Beach Boulevard from Alameda, or from Firestone is where we are right now. So, again, just kind of doing whatever he has to do to avoid capture here. Now it's going to be a little bit harder to predict his moves. So in that respect, it might be a little bit more difficult to get a spike strip up ahead of him. But I can tell you that they are keeping very close tabs, and this guy is still being given about half a block of space by the LAPD ground units here. The air units are right on top of him, but again, just kind of looking up ahead of him. There is just a little bit of traffic here, nothing that he wouldn't be able to negotiate if he wanted to get around him. But let's see what he does over the course of the next several minutes here, guys. Let's just hope that this guy gives up. And time for TV5, it appears so. It's hard to know. This guy is just kind of in and out the edge of the Bravo here, but it appears we're out for now. 5, sir. Long Beach Boulevard. Okay, coming towards us, coming towards us. Tenaya, Cherokee, maybe. Michigan, maybe. Just off your left, Adam. Southbound, southbound. Okay, guys, we are southbound through the Southgate area here. Southbound through the Southgate area here. We are on one of the residential streets southbound leading down to MLK, Martin Luther King Jr. here. And so we'll be there in just a matter of a few seconds here. But you see that this guy is basically playing a cat and mouse game here. And well up ahead of the LAPD officers here, we're making a right turn westbound. So right turn westbound. And that's going to be right over MLK, and we'd be just coming up on Long Beach Boulevard. So, yeah, essentially we're kind of making circles, if you want to say that, but hard to define a particular area here. But, you know, interestingly enough, this is where we understood that the pursuit began, or at least came through when it first started about an hour ago here. So at any rate, we are now southbound back on Alameda, southbound Alameda from MLK. So again, through Southgate, we'll be coming through Linwood here. We'll be on Long Beach Boulevard heading down towards the 105 freeway. So I can tell you, it does, TV5 affirm I am. It appears that, go ahead. It sure looks like it. You know, without any direct confirmation, it sure looks like it. Visually, I can't see anything, and you kind of made note that there was no one visible in the passenger seat. It's kind of hard to see in the rear of the vehicle here, but it sure would seem that this guy is alone. So I guess we'll go with that at this point. So without any direct confirmation, that's all we know at this point. So we're essentially coming through Southgate here, and we're in a residential neighborhood, perhaps an area that he knows, because again, as I mentioned, this is an area apparently that this person came through initially. And I'm going to try and get a street for you here. I think that's going to be Poplar, maybe Norton Avenue. Norton Avenue is going to be where we are here, and we are going to be traveling westbound on Norton, and he's just going to be coming into a traffic circle here, and that's going to be kind of where State Street, Las Flores, State Street and Las Flores come together, and he is coming around. Wow, okay, that doesn't look safe. Okay, yeah, He is going around the wrong way, around the traffic circle here, guys. He is going essentially around clockwise in a counterclockwise traffic circle here. So again, southbound, we're picking up State Street, and we'll be down towards Imperial Highway in just a matter of a couple of moments here. And he's right through the intersection at Imperial Highway and making that eastbound turn. So eastbound on Imperial from State Street. So that is where we are. We are in Linwood at this point. Linwood, guys. And he's going to be coming up on a unit. He's going to be coming up on, okay, he's right in front of what looks to be a shopping center. Wow, some evasive moves here. Oh, my goodness. Okay, some evasive moves to get through that little intersection there. But, again, this guy has made it through, and he's eastbound on Imperial Highway, and he'll be coming up on Peach Street. He'll be coming up on Long Beach Boulevard here in about the next 100 yards, where he does have a green light. He can get through there if need be. So, okay, now all four are stopped. So he's got a red light, and it looks like he's kind of stopped there. Let's see what gives. Okay, he stopped there. The LAPD is coming up. It looks like the driver door is opening, and it looks like yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, I concur, guys. It looks like he might have thrown something out, possibly his keys. This is going to be Imperial Highway eastbound, right at Long Beach Boulevard here, guys. Imperial Highway, right at Long Beach Boulevard. We're right in front of a 76 gas station where this guy essentially pulled over. He pulled over, threw something out, possibly his keys, and now the LAPD is essentially directing this guy to obey their command so that they can take him into custody in as clean and safe a way as possible here. Now, it doesn't appear that there are any passengers at this point. He is backing away from the car. His arms are up. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. If he makes a fast move for something in his waist or belt pocket here, of course, we're going to have to pull out of the shot. But at this point, it looks like he wants to give up. It looks like he's tired of this thing going on and on here. But the dangerous thing is look at the pedestrians or look at the other commuters that are basically stopped at the light here waiting to see what goes on here. But essentially, this is happening right in front of a lot of people here on this street. So hopefully this ends peacefully. And it certainly looks like it, but you just never know until you get a team of officers over the guy and to get this guy into custody here where they can pat him down. And at that point, hopefully they'll be able to clear the vehicle here. But yeah, that is kind of an unusual situation where he just kind of stopped well ahead of the LAPD guys. There's the team of officers approaching the car. They're going to want to open up the trunk just to make sure that no one's in there. A secondary team of officers joining the first, and they're going to make an approach to the suspect here who's prone down, face down at the intersection. This guy is basically on Imperial Highway, just a little bit west of Long Beach Boulevard here, and it looks like that first officer is down on this guy, and he's going to be taking him into custody here. At that point, they'll be able to pat him down. It looks like the car is going to be cleared, and that is certainly some good news here. This intersection is going to be tied up for a couple of minutes here while they work with this one suspect here. They are still traveling north and southbound on Long Beach Boulevard here, unbeknownst to a lot of the folks here that a very dangerous situation is occurring right here. So there's the suspect. He is up on his feet, and he's being guided away to one of the waiting cruisers. And yeah, this is definitely a good, safe, and clean end to a potentially very, very dangerous pursuit where we saw this guy blowing through stop signs, stoplights, going into opposing lanes of traffic, and just creating a very dangerous situation for a lot of pedestrians on the street as well as the commuters. So yeah, just a very safe and clean ending to a potentially dangerous pursuit here, guys. Okay, Elliot.